Welcome back to JoyTube, to another epic retelling of the ancient scriptures. Today, we delve into the captivating aftermath of the Great Flood and the complex legacy left by Noah's descendants. This is not just a story of survival, but of the power struggles, divine covenants, and the birth of nations. Join me as we uncover the rise of Nimrod, the mighty hunter, and the everlasting covenant established between God and Noah's lineage. The earth was cleansed by the Great Flood, and as the waters receded, Noah and his family set foot on a world reborn. Yet, it was a world that would quickly fall back into chaos and rebellion. Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japhet, began to repopulate the earth, each laying the foundation for new tribes and nations. But there was one figure who would soon cast a shadow over the land, a figure so powerful that his name would become synonymous with defiance against God. His name was Nimrod. Nimrod, the grandson of Ham, was no ordinary man. Legend says that he wore the garments God himself made for Adam. These garments were passed down through generations: Enoch, Methuselah, and eventually, Noah. But it was Ham who stole these garments from his father Noah, hiding them until he bestowed them upon his son, Cush, who then gave them to Nimrod. Clad in these mystical garments, Nimrod's strength and prowess grew. He became a mighty hunter before the Lord, conquering beasts and men alike. Soon, he amassed followers, and his fame spread across the land like wildfire. It wasn't long before Nimrod's ambitions drove him to unify his people and build a mighty kingdom. Nimrod's city, known as Shinar, became the epicenter of his rule. He declared himself king over all the sons of Noah. His power was absolute, and he surrounded himself with princes and generals, including Terah, the father of Abram, who would later be known as Abraham. Under Nimrod's rule, a new generation arose, one that rebelled against God's ways. They crafted idols of wood and stone, bowing before them, and defiling the land with their wicked practices. Nimrod led his people away from the worship of the true God, teaching them to venerate false deities. Darkness spread over the earth once more. But amidst this turmoil, there was hope. Noah, now a patriarchal figure, still stood firm in his devotion to God. He offered burnt offerings, seeking forgiveness for mankind's transgressions. And God, in his infinite mercy, responded with a covenant, a promise sealed with a radiant bow in the sky. The rainbow, a symbol of God's everlasting covenant, a sign that he would never again flood the entire earth. God spoke to Noah, saying, "I will establish my covenant with you and with every living creature. Never again will I destroy all life with a flood. As a sign of my promise, I set my bow in the clouds." This was the first covenant between God and humanity after the Great Flood. A promise of protection and mercy, a reminder of hope for all generations to come. But this peace would not last forever. As time went on, Noah began to cultivate the earth. He planted a vineyard and eventually drank from its fruits. The wine brought with it a moment of vulnerability. One fateful night, Noah lay uncovered in his tent, intoxicated. It was then that Ham, the father of Canaan, came upon his father's shame. Instead of covering Noah, he exposed his father's nakedness to his brothers, Shem and Japhet. In an act of respect, Shem and Japhet took a cloth, walked backward, and covered their father without looking. When Noah awoke and learned of what Ham had done, his heart was filled with sorrow and anger. He cursed Ham's lineage through Canaan, declaring that Canaan would be a servant to his brothers. Yet, he blessed Shem and Japhet, saying that God would dwell in the tents of Shem, and that Japheth's descendants would prosper. In Genesis chapter 9 verse 22 to 25. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brethren without. And he, Noah, said, "Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren." Noah cursed his grandson, the son of Ham, rather than Ham who did him wrong. Why? Canaan happened to be darker skinned than all the children and grandchildren of Noah, and that reminded Noah of the former wicked world that has just been destroyed by the flood. Canaan did not do anything wrong, but because of the color of his skin, he was singled out and cursed. This should serve as re-examination or redress to all kinds of miscarriage of justice, ill-treatments, discrimination, and racism practiced in our world today just because of race, color, or language of people. We are all human beings, therefore everyone should be treated equal. From these three sons of Noah, the nations of the world would be born, spreading across the land, each carrying the blessings, or curses, of their forefathers. But what of Nimrod? What became of his rule and the city of Shinar? Did he continue to defy God, or did a greater force intervene? Stay tuned for the next episode, as we uncover the story of the Tower of Babel, the ultimate symbol of mankind's defiance, and the moment when God himself descended to judge the pride of man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with these legendary stories brought to life by JoyTube. Thanks for watching.